Good morning, everyone. I'm just here to say welcome, and I'm very pleased to introduce this Quantemol new releases workshop. The Quantemol team has been working hard on developing software so that we enhance the activities and also enhancing our database. So there's really been a lot going on. I think there's going to be a lot to tell you about over the next hour and a half. I hope you enjoy the workshop.
So, go first. So I kind of just 1 minute from history of Quantemol. So essentially it was founded in 2004, and the first kind of like the main business idea was to create a user-friendly interface which will help to run complicated academic codes, which are providing very useful results for researchers, but very hard to learn how to use. And the first code we worked with is UKRMOL, and this producing electron scattering cross sections. But since then, the UKRMOL group moved on and developing a new version of codes, which is UKRMOL Plus. And they made a decision that it will be hardwired with MolPro, and that's why Quantemol decided to develop a kind of like update interface and develop QEC in 2019. And we also decided to integrate further with MolPro in order to make it some tasks which we realized were a bit tricky in Quantemol, and like identifying the symmetry correctly and so on, to make them very easy to set up in QEC. And then we also have two products, which we didn't talk about, which is QVT, and this is based around Professor Mark Kushner's HPM code for modeling plasmas. And it's a kind of 2D or 2.5D dimensional, and mainly kind of useful for low pressure plasmas. And in 2016, we decided to launch QDB, which was presented earlier, because we realized that for people modeling like realistic plasma applications, sometimes it's really difficult to find data, especially on complicated discharges where you have like 3, 4, 6 different gases in your gas mixture, and the lack of data stopping them in their progress. So as a company, so we work with academic researchers, but also with companies, and mainly the companies are from semiconductor industry, but we also have customers from various industries using plasmas. And we provide not only software licenses, we also provide database membership, and we do consultancy projects. And just one comment on consultancy is that what we can do, if let's say you don't have manpower to do the calculations yourself, so we can calculate cross sections for you using our tools and in-house expertise. We can also assemble a plasma chemistry set from scratch. We can estimate branching ratios for some cases, well, like neutral dissociation or ionization, like dissociative ionization. We can optimize the plasma chemistry set for your conditions. So let's say you have 200 reactions in your chemistry set and you would like to reduce it to 50 to enable your 2D modeling, so we can do that. And we can also perform sensitivity analysis, point you to which reactions are actually the key reactions in your chemistry to obtain the species you want. And we can also, there is a software which eventually will be integrated in QGB global model desktop app. It's to calibrate the surface coefficients that they fit with your chemistry model and your experimental data. So this is how pricing, kind of like an example of software licenses and how our pricing works. So we have 1-year term and 3-year term. But if let's say your term for your grant or something is different, so of course talk to us, we can adjust it and offer you a special price. And I present here the prices in US dollars, but we have prices in 4 different currencies. And just to let you know that because of the inflation and all the changes happening, so we do plan to increase prices from next year. So if you want to benefit from lower price, so it's better to make an order this year. And for softwares, we usually offer support. So you don't have to buy support, but if it's like your first year and it's the first time using the software, we do recommend to have a support, and support will include online training and all updates coming within that year. So we also differentiate between commercial use and non-commercial use. So no commercial use is something which will be published and done by usually academic institutions. We divide between single workstation site or research group for in case of academic research. And however, there is no limit on the number of users. So if let's say you're from academic institution, you can buy a single workstation, but you can have 2-3 students working with the software. It's just like they probably will be problematic work at the same time, but they take shifts, they can work on it. Also, if during the license, if for some reason you decided to upgrade your computer, that's great. So we're happy to switch, so you wouldn't need to buy the license again. And yes, I mentioned also earlier, I think that QEC needs Linux, and you would need to get MolPro. And that's something you can get from us because we're a reseller of MolPro, but also you can buy it directly, so we don't mind. And as Matt promoted, so there is this discount code. It will be valid until September. So feel free to request a free trial and then use this code. And here a little bit about QDB, just to differentiate, to make these boundaries a bit clear. So Sebastian already mentioned that actually there's a little bit misinformation here, but anyway. So for standard membership, so in order to get it, you just need to sign up. Just go to the website, press on that button, and you will get a sign up. And in order for this database, so you will be able to access about 20 cross sections per month. So this number resets every 30 days. And you can get as many rate coefficients as you want. And you will have an access to dynamic chemistry generator, which Sebastian just shown. So how to assemble sets, so you can do that. However, you will not be able to download the set itself, but you will be able to run like a sketch calculation of Boltzmann solver on the cloud or a global model. And then for both Boltzmann solver and global model, you will be able to download the results you actually got with the free account. But Quantemol is a kind of a commercial company, so obviously we're interested in some people who can afford supporting us, and we're offering gold membership with a lot more facilities we develop. So one kind of new one, the newest one, is this desktop app, which will be available this week. And you will also have access to unlimited number of cross sections downloading every month. You can compare cross sections, as Sebastian was showing. You will have access to all the pre-assembled sets we prepared, and you can download them in any flexible format you prefer. You can also add a format if you want. And there will be more sets actually coming soon. We are preparing and working with some collaborators on this. You will have access to the support as well, so you can ask us questions. Well, we encourage to ask questions anyway, even without gold membership. But if there's something which kind of like maybe requires us to run and do something, this is also available for gold members. You will get an API and you will be able to use it for QVT or QDB software, or maybe you have your own software, so that's also a possibility. You can assemble your own sets and download these sets and then restore them. You will access the surface chemistry data, as Sebastian was saying, and mentioned, being able to download and work with sets with global model and Boltzmann solver. And important feature, which I think wasn't mentioned, is that we have developed and there's a publication, an algorithm on chemistry set reduction. And currently it is available as via request forms. There is a request form on QDB website, or you just email us on support@quantemol.com for if you're a gold member. So we can optimize your chemistry set for your process regime. But in future, it will be integrated with the global model desktop app. It's just we have it ready, just requires an integration. And the next type of membership is a platinum membership. So this has benefits, all the benefits of gold membership. So people also will get this desktop app. And also additionally, it includes us kind of providing consultancy in the sense that we will calculate cross sections for up to 6 species, so molecules or ions within 1 year term. If you have a project which needs, I don't know, 3 species or 10 species, we can also please let us know. We can adjust the price in this case. And we will calculate all the cross sections we possibly can. But we do leave ourselves a bit of a kind of like a leeway. So please ask us to pre-approve and check, because the way we create this membership is that we expect that our expert will take, it will take them about 2 weeks working on your project to complete it. However, some molecules could be much more complicated, I don't know, some organic like molecules. So these are not in the realm of this membership, but these are more belonging to a special consultancy case. However, for most kind of known molecules, that's kind of this membership should apply. And if your membership is not commercial, so if you're using an academic license, then we will add your data to QDB, and happy to also collaborate on any publication and adding reference to you as a contributor. And also, if you want your data to be published on QDB and your contribution acknowledged, we have a special page on QDB for contributors, and very much welcoming people joining the community. For commercial users, the data will belong to you, so you can use it further in your research. But you should not, like the fair use policies, that you shouldn't resell it. So you couldn't ask us to calculate something and then go and sell it to someone else at higher price. Okay. So this is how the membership works. So as I mentioned, this academic industrial, or academic means non-commercial, and you can buy one user only seat. However, if you want to have additional users, they need to be purchased. So that's the difference with the license. So for the membership, it's only for one person to use. And let's say, again, if within that term, the person who was using QDB has left the company or left the institution, we are okay to reallocate this, at least at the moment. We also developed, because of the interest and request, and developed for industrial users packages with many users. So that's something which we can also offer. And we offer then with these packages, there are gift licenses. So you can gift it to someone else, different company, for 6 months. So the discount code will apply. And I think, what did I not mention? I mentioned the annual support also includes email, telephone support, and any software upgrades. And there will be a few upgrades to this QDB app, because obviously it's a new software. We have a lot of plans. It is computationally not very demanding. So on any generic laptop, it should work, and it works with both Linux and Windows. Okay, so just to give you a quick example and stress this discount offer. So this is the code. And example 1, if somebody wants to buy QEC academic license with support, so it's a $12,300 total price. But if we apply a discount, so you're saving about 10% over $1,200. And in example 2, if somebody buys a commercial gold membership, so they will save over $700. So hopefully people appreciate that. And with that, thank you very much for your attention. Any requests, like in terms of commercial, how to buy, how to get a trial and so on, you can always send us on sales@quantemol.com or support@quantemol.com, so we will receive it there. And also please follow us on our social media. We often kind of like announce new things, new features, or any publications. We will also, well, if the recording of this video is successful, we plan to put some videos on our YouTube channels, and that will be announced on Twitter and LinkedIn as well. So I think that's it from me.